and Woody was behind the camera trying to get me to laugh. Like the whole time. And I was like, you're making this really hard to do.
There's so much to rave about here at the Hunger Games Movie Marathon celebration. We're here to celebrate the final installment of the Hunger Games franchise, Mockingjay Part 2.
We are bringing you all of the action from the Q&A with the cast, as well as straight from the red carpet and a whole lot more. Don't miss it. You guys are all bonded around this incredible character of Katniss, and I know you've been talking about her for years, but what do you love so much about that character?
I feel like she's really empowering. I think it's like one of the first films where people have seen like a really badass woman character that's really inspiring. I remember shooting a scene with Jen. Obviously it was emotional, I had to stay serious, and Woody was behind the camera trying to get me to laugh. Like the whole time. And I was like, you're making this really hard to do. But he was like jumping around behind the camera and making faces. He couldn't stop laughing. I stayed serious. He was laughing so hard, he started rolling around on the floor. We had to cut the cameras because we could hear him laughing. And then we all laughed for about 5 minutes, which delayed everything, which everybody on set loves.
When you reflect back, what does it feel like to know that you've been a part of this legacy?
You know, somebody had tweeted something about, you know, oh, it's so great you're out there and with the fans. And I thought, what a legacy. You know, I think this is one of those franchises that leaves a legacy behind. And that's because of all of you. This is a film that moved a generation.
I am from the Capitol. I've been trying to come up with a name for my character. What do you think I should be named?
I think you should be named Blutonia.
I love that. Thank you.
The very first movie.
Yeah.
Well, I had just gotten the part.
So you're like, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the Hunger Games before I was cast as Anna Waria in Catching Fire. I had read the book, but I hadn't seen the film, so I just knew it was a warrior. And this is a little weird, but I had a dream the night before that I was this crazy warrior figure skater.
Was there anything that you took from set that is a memento that you got to keep?
There is a little piece of fabric that ripped on the wedding dress. Maybe I shouldn't even admit that I took it, but it's like just about this big and it just tore. That material was made out of the nurses' costumes from District 13. So it's like the wedding dress was designed off what they would have found lying around the district.
I mean, I remember reading that big bit in the book and being so moved by it. Like, it's such a dark world, and they're in the middle of a war, but the wedding is like this ray of hope amongst that, and it kind of reminds everyone what they're fighting for.
I have to ask, if you had to choose district or capital, where would you want to be?
A district or the capital? Well, it wouldn't be the capital. Even though, you know what, I was in the capital.
Yeah.
Actually,
You're torn.
there would have to be a fashion district, right?
I like that
I
tie.
would be in that with that.
We would be there together.
stylist. Yeah.
Another general question to anyone who wants to answer. If any of you could be partnered up with a character in the Hunger Games yourselves, who would it be and why? Go for it.
Effie. We were both stylists.
Darling, thank you.
I mean, really. We were both stylists and extreme in our makeup and wardrobe choices. So, absolutely, it has to be Effie.
Well, it has been an incredible day here at the Hunger Games Movie Marathon event.
We have loved every single second celebrating the release of Mockingjay Part 2 on Blu-ray, and we just can't wait to own it for ourselves. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, you guys. We'll see you next time.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Click to the left to see our 14 fave OMG Hunger Game moments. And for things you didn't know about J-Law, click to the right. Be sure to get your copy of Mockingjay Part 2 out on Blu-ray now.